Harmony is your natural state. You were born with it. Nothing needs to be done to arrive at harmony. Harmony was always there. It always is. But your attention can get drawn away from the harmony into the conflict, which is the natural way of existence. Harmony is the natural essence of your spirit. It is always there. Conflict is the natural need for your existence in order to have the experiences that you want to have. Check your relationship with both. The ideal balance is to have equal magnetic force, equal magnetic pull, both at the level of harmony and conflict, so your attention can be equally, I wouldn't want to say divided, because that would create a conflict. Your attention should be equally available to both. The whole idea of meditation and Kundalini Yoga is to get you to a state where you can simultaneously be in harmony while dealing with conflict. So just receive that for a moment. To be simultaneously in harmony while dealing with conflicts. Inhale and exhale. What does that sound like for you? To be in harmony while dealing with conflicts. What has the most gravitational pull for you in your world? Has conflict been invested in so much that you give more significance to the conflicts than you give to harmony? You think, let me deal with these conflicts, then I'll get to harmony. Has the time ever arrived? Because as long as you're on this earth, my dears, there will never be a time that you will not have conflict. As Yogi Bhajan said, very eloquently, life without a crisis exists only in a coffin. That's the whole irony of existence, isn't it? It's like, we've been given this mind. The mind works in polarities. It has two sides of it. And these two polarities, these two charges, the negative and positive, are essential in order for you to experience existence. I was at the airport. My flights kept getting delayed on the way back from Albuquerque, and I was at the Albuquerque airport, just hanging out, just watching people, which is my favorite pastime. Could look odd, scary too. But these two little girls who were hanging out with their parents found me. They found me. And one was 4 and one was 8. It's amazing to see how unique sense of intuition children have. They scanned because I was watching them. They scanned the room, and there were 2 other little kids there, and there was just no hesitance. They just went and started to chat with them, and they were in the world of their own. There was a little fly on the glass, and that occupied half hour of their life. It was so beautiful. Like the conflict, oh, it's gonna come inside. What is the plane going to be? You could see them going into conflict in order to experience the moment. But they have this uncanny ability to immediately go back into harmony. The mind hasn't yet created the gravitational pull towards crisis all the time, yet. Do you understand what I mean? They will have an experience and their minds will be either excited or upset or whatever that would be. And boom, very next second, it's back into harmony, back into the lake again. And they can swish out of the lake, have an experience, and back into the lake again. And that is existence. That is joy. That is happiness. These girls were just happy. Right? Peace doesn't mean you have to be sitting still, all serious like, non-existent, not experiencing life. That's not what peace is. So these two girls found me, and within a span of 35 seconds, I knew their names, their ages, where they lived, and where they were going. And the little one had a backpack which had a penguin beak on it. So it looked like a penguin and had a little beak on it. And I could tell that was a very precious thing for her. She would only allow very special people to squeeze on the beak of the penguin to experience the little sound it made. That was her treasure. Like we all have our, like, this is mine. Only special people get to experience this. So after she got to know me, which, like I said, took probably about 35 seconds, she turns around. Would you like to squeeze the beak of my penguin? I'm like, yes, that'd be great. Squeeze, squeeze. And then, like, I got it for my birthday. One sat on this side, one sat on this side. I was reading a magazine, and they were very interested in what I was reading. And before long, they were telling me all their family secrets, what their parents do. And so her parents were sitting 2 rows down, and I'm sure they were keeping an eye. And slowly, finally, the father came around, and there was a little table where they could put a laptop. And he brought his laptop, put it there, and he was just standing there, and he's, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, don't be sorry. This is amazing. You have such happy, healthy kids. They were healthy. And I was thinking, what happens to us as adults? Like, we are not healthy. We don't have this ability to exude joy and express vulnerability based on our intuition. Like I said, they scanned. They had such great intuition. They didn't go to anybody. They tried 1 or 2 people and they moved away from them. We all have that, but based on our intuition, we can allow ourselves to be vulnerable. And in that, we can experience what we need to experience. But you're afraid. You're afraid of getting hurt. You're afraid of getting taken advantage of. So what? So what if somebody took advantage? Why did you close up? Why did you close up your intuition? Why did you get away from bouncing up into conflict and resting back into that lake within you? Finish one experience. See that fly on the wall. Jump with it. Wonder what it's doing there. Is it going to take a flight? They were like, I think it wants to get on the flight. So they were trying to help the little fly get on the flight. Pure harmony. I mean, right here in airport, You get to experience it. There was this one older man who started to walk towards the window, same window as the girls were sitting next to me. And the little one sat there and watched him for a bit. And it was the sweetest moment. And this man felt like his heart was closed, and you could just see from the body language he seemed a little stressed out. This little girl jumped off her seat without thinking, touched his finger, and he said, "There's a fly over there, it's trying to get into the flight." And I could see the face change. Like his body language changed, and the smile showed up on his face and started playing with her. It's like, yeah, what can we do to get her on the flight? For some time, he went back into his innocence, and there was happiness. You see, you can't experience happiness without innocence. And that's one problem with us adults. We are trying so hard to be happy, but we shall not become innocent, because that requires vulnerability, which requires me to be open to hurt.
For more inspirational offerings, visit us at sevenchakrayoga.com.